Good morning, my wonderful friends. Magus with you on a beautiful day in Asha. Give me a moment to put this message together. I'm going to entitle it Invoking the Fravashis, but I had a different message planned for today, and Spirit gave me some visions and ideas, and I felt it's so important, so I want to talk about it. But give me a moment to put it together. In Zoroastrianism, Ahura Mazda needs man, needs the Fravashi, the soul of men, to bring about his perfect idea, to actualize Asha, heaven on earth. And my friends, if Ahura Mazda needs the Fravashis, we need the Fravashis. And a Fravashi, you can think of it as an angel. You can think of it as your ancestors. You can think of it as soul. Inside of us is a very unique personality. Everyone, just like a thumbprint, is unique. We have that unique soul, and it's quite beautiful. It almost makes me think of, in this day and age, like an algorithm, and it's an awareness that is seeing and adapting, and that's really what we do. We're aware, and we all have different circumstances. Some of us were born into wealth, some into poverty, some were born well and some sick, some in perfect situations, and others in a living hell with addiction and perversions. And my friends, we all are so unique, but we all have a choice to raise our frequencies, and we have something to offer. Someone that has been through addiction and hell on earth can help raise someone else up that is in that same hopeless feeling. And it makes me think of, God, I used to run track. You think I'd remember, but is it a 3-minute mile or something no one had ever broken? I forget the minutes now. But once it was broken, then others could follow, and it became something that many could do. And that's what we are, my friends. We are actually the light codes in this world. And as we hold these codes and others can follow in our light, if you will. We're path makers. And I was reading about the Fravashis today and invoking them. It's so beautiful. And we can invoke the Fravashis, the souls of our parents and grandparents. They can teach us their energy. The Fravashis of good holy men from past, and even those who are going to come into time and space. A beautiful book, the Corda of Vesta, my friends. And then it went so perfect with my dream last night. I dreamed that my son, who's my best friend, I got to tell you this, we just had his wedding here on the property, and he gave me the honor of being his best man, because he said, "Dad, you're my best friend." And oh my God, I love him, and I love his energy and who he is. And in my dream and vision last night, he went back into the state of a baby, and I love that time, but I was thinking, no, I don't want to lose who he is. Like, I'd love to have him back as a baby again, of course, but I wouldn't want to lose who he's become, because he's my best friend, and there's no guarantee that we'd go through all the same situations that made us as tight as we are. Horrible things like when I went through divorce, and my God, I used to be with him every moment of every day, and then I could only see him on the weekends. But my God, we took those weekends and we made them special. We didn't take it for granted, and we grew so tight and so close, and just all the things in our lives, the hard times we went through, the good times we went through, the things we experienced, and it made him that unique vibration, that unique light code, my best friend. And even though in the dream and vision I loved having him as a baby, I didn't want to lose my best friend. And my friends, you are made into your own unique, beautiful Fravashi soul. And as you vibrate, my friends, you are just, you're like how I looked at my son. That's how good Spirit looks at you. You're his love, even through the good times, the bad times, the mistakes. All these things are making you, and you just become so beautiful. You're a beautiful, fragrant flower to Spirit. And my friends, we can invoke these Fravashis for help, and we need help, and why not use it? And it got me thinking about in 2017, I write everything, dreams, visions, words from Spirit in my Asha book. And on 4/27/17, in my meditation, a song kept going over and over and over again. And I woke up singing it. It was, "Don't let them rule the sky because they're below you and I." And it just kept going over in this beautiful tune over and over. And Spirit was telling me we need to rule our atmosphere. The next day in meditation it said a fallen perspective must be raised. And then it made me think of Asha 5, that the wise Lord's perfect idea. Let me read this to you. Or let me set it up first. So thank you for being patient with me. Like I said, I didn't plan on this message, but this is what Spirit is wanting to teach us right now. And my friends, raising our perspective and ideas is because when we're in ignorance, it's an actual perception. The absence of right knowledge is an actual type of perception. It's a perception of our reality that we think is real, that we believe in, and our beliefs give power. And if it's the opposite of the real above all real, the highest truth, my friends, it's a real mental state that creates a real reality. So we got to raise these fallen ideas that we've been taught in the dark system. And as we raise it, we raise our existence. And listen to what Asha 5 says. It says, "Believe only the highest truth and enter Asha. As the wise Lord is perfect, so his idea of creation is perfect." This is called Asha truth. This idea of truth is the very spirit of God. It's much more than not making a false statement. It's the true vision. Get this. It's the true vision of God's ideal existence. It's the real above all real. And that's where we got to hold our focus on the real above all real. To do that, we have to let go of the lie and illusion and the druge and the false history and stories and religions that have been taught to us that keep us bound. We've got to offer up good Spirit, a blank slate, and we got to invoke the Holy Spirit of God. We got to invoke the Fravashis, the wisdom of good Spirit and all of his creation to come to our aid so that we can rule our atmosphere. My friends, it says the highest truth is creation in perfect harmony. That's where we're meant to live, my friends, in perfect harmony with each other, with the earth, with the animals. And in this place, it's a place where nothing occurs at the expense or harm of another. I want to read to you from the Avesta a little bit. Just hearing the holy words of Zarathustra, it does something, it stirs something. As I was reading this today and hearing from Spirit and thinking of the dream and vision, it just came together so beautifully. Hear this, it says, the Creator, Ahura Mazda says, "On account of the luster and glory of the Fravashis, I maintain children in the womb of mothers, saved and undying from the assault of the demon. I form the bones and the model this sinew, this intestines, feet, and genital organs. For if the powerful Fravashis of the righteous people would not have given help unto me, animals and men of mine, who are the best of species, would not have subsisted here in this world, but instead it would have been the strength of the druge, the lie, the illusion, the dominion of the lie over the corporal world. But because of the Fravashis, my friends, the spirit and soul of good men, people that hold unconditional love and peace and joy and kindness, we hold the attributes of good Spirit no matter what's going on in the rest of the world. We're changing the world. We're not letting the world change us. And my friends, we assist Ahura Mazda into bringing Asha into actualization on the earth. And it's so beautiful that we have a role to play. Hear what Ahura Mazda speaks to Zarathustra. He says, if in this corporal world the terror of the dangerous zigzag and terrible paths come upon thee, and if, O Zarathustra, there be fear of thy body, if thou hast fear of coming upon any injury, then recite thou these sacred verses of Avesta mentioned below. Zarathustra, do thou recite aloud these victorious obstacle removing sacred verses. When we speak these aloud, my friends, when we believe in these, we remove the obstacles. We remove the fear, the lie, the druge. It says, I praise, I remember, I invoke the excellent, heroic, and beneficent Fravashis of the righteous people, and I sing their glory. We worship those Fravashis belonging to the house, to the clan, to the country, and belonging to the highest priest. We worship the existing Fravashis of righteous men, and those that haven't been, and those that will be hereafter. We worship the Fravashis of the people of all countries. My friends, here we're invoking the Fravashis of the righteous men who have been before us, who are here now and are here to come. You become a part of this energy of good spirit. It's kind of funny. It reminds me of, I'm sure you've heard the saying like son of a bitch. And then there's a movie me and my kids used to watch all the time called Three Amigos. And he said, you son of a motherless goat. You know, and it makes me think of back in this time, back in the East, when someone would say son of, it meant the energy of, the nature of. And when you become a son of God, a son of good spirit, my friends, you take on the nature of, you take on the authority, the name of, my friends. And that's what we're doing here. We're becoming a part of a community of righteousness, of divine health and peace, joy, power, and freedom. And it spans beyond just space and time. We're part of something so beautiful. And the great thing is, it's real, my friend. It's that real above all real. All else is the lie and illusion. And if you don't like the world you're living in, you can change it by holding Asha, the perfect creator's perfect idea, by knowing only good, by being intimate only with, no matter what's going on around you, unconditional love, peace, joy. You hold these high vibrations, my friends, and you connect with all those around you. And my God, it makes a power that is unstoppable, that is victorious. It's already been written, my friends. I've read the end of the book, and we are victorious. And I'm so proud to have you with me. Please share these messages with friends, family, all that you can, because Asha is. I love you guys so much. We'll see you next time.